Hey guys, it's Alex with Forever Flawless Lips. I wanted to jump on today and talk to you about unrealistic expectations and failure. So, I feel like one of the biggest things that I see with direct sales businesses, or even just starting your own business, entrepreneurship, anything like that, is people have these unrealistic expectations like, okay, this is how much I'm going to be making, or like, this is how much, like, my upline is making, so I'm going to make that much in this, amount of time, or if I do this, this, and this, I'm going to be making $7,000 a month, like post taxes. And it's like, okay, those things are possible. And I don't want to be the person to be like, no. But I do want to be the person to be like, let's be realistic. Let's set some realistic expectations for you and your business. So that way, when you hit those expectations, you're like, yes. And I think expectations versus goals are totally different. I think your goals should be, if you haven't read the 10x rule, it's really overwhelming and really like, oh my gosh, wow, like it is stressful, but it's kind of like take the meat and throw out the bones for what works for you. And the 10x rule is basically do things 10 times more than everyone else. Like instead of reaching out to 10 people a day, reach out to 100 people a day. Like instead of spending 10 minutes listening to a book, spend 100 minutes listening to Audible. Like, do things 10 times more than your peers. Like, shoot 10 times higher. So that way, when your goal is like up here and you still hit it here, it's like that's a really, really good place to be. Instead of setting these really low goals, be like, well, I want to recruit one girl a month. It's like, and then you don't recruit one girl a month, then it's like, okay, set a goal to recruit 30 girls a month. So when you hit 10 girls a month, you're like, that's awesome and you're doing great. But so goals versus expectations are different. Your goals should be far beyond, like set your goal and then dream 10 times more and set that as your goal. Like don't put a limit on what like you can do, what God can do, what your business can do. Like don't put a limit on like down here. Set your goals so much higher, you guys. Like shoot for the moon. Like my goal is to be crown princess this year. Am I anywhere near a crown princess? Heck no. I'm still coming for it. I got 2 months. I'm like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it in 2 months. Is that probably gonna happen? No, probably not. My expectation is not to hit crown princess. My goal is, my expectation is to hit princess. That's my expectation. I expect to hit princess before seminar year. So that I hope explains the difference between expectations and goals for you guys. But the thing is like set your goals high and then think what's higher than that. And then think what's higher than that. And set that as your goal and put a time limit on it. I'm going to hit that goal in X amount of months, right? Set your expectations to be realistic, you guys. And know when you're working your business, like, okay, if I'm not, like, okay, my goal is to hit, say, Crown Princess, which in Synergence, the company I'm with, that is a $1 million team with 5 lines deep and 5 girls wide on each line, right? So it's like, okay, I'm going to hit Crown Princess, right, in a year. But if you're not training your girls, you're not investing time in your team, you're not working on recruiting, you're not going out and booking demos, you're not doing the things, but you have an expectation to be like, say at least princess, you're not going to hit crown princess if you are not doing the things to get you there, if that makes sense. And you know, people come into this and they're like, oh, like I'm going to like, it's not going to be a lot of work and I'm going to be making a ton of money. And it's like, no, like direct sales, you guys, I feel like it is so hard. It takes so much like grit to do direct sales because the thing is like, it doesn't matter if you're tired. It doesn't matter if you don't feel like working. It doesn't matter if like, oh, that's out of my comfort zone. The thing is what matters is like your actions. Like you have to put in work. You have to work hard. It is hard work. It is not easy work. Going to a 9 to 5 and making someone else easy or making someone else rich, that's easy because you have a time that you go up, you show up and you leave and you do what they tell you to do. Right? That's easy. For some reason in like a lot of people's minds, that's easy. I go in, I do the things on my checklist. I have a smile. I work hard. I leave at the end of the day and I'm done and I leave my work at my desk and I can go home, right? And I'm not saying that it's like easy. Like I know some people are like, oh, it's so hard because I have to leave my kids, or it's so hard because my work environment sucks. But like, it's almost like people prefer to go and do a 9 to 5, right? People don't prefer to like try to work direct sales, like put themselves out there and like be uncomfortable and be like, hey, do you want to support my business? Like that is hard for people to do. That is hard for people to share the things, go live, take the time, invest in their business, especially if they're working a full-time job or if they have other stuff on their plate. I get that. Like direct sales is not easy. But the thing is like if you find what works for you, if you find what works in your business for you, like you love doing live Facebook videos, do live Facebook videos. Like let that be your outlet in your business. Find the things that you love doing and spend that time doing that. I saw a quote the other day. I'm totally going to try to find this. Okay, so this is called the 7-25-5 principle. So 70% of your time to the things that you love, you're good at, you enjoy. 25% of the time to areas you need to improve that maybe you don't love so much, but like you want to work on them. 5% of your time to areas that you're like, I hate this and I'm really bad at it. Like, I'm not good. So say like you love doing live Facebook videos and you love like being on Facebook and you love like running your business in your store through Facebook, right? Work on ways to improve that. Like find books that are related to that. Find areas that you're like trainings, books. There's all kinds of stuff, you guys, that you can spend learning more about what you're good at and improving and excelling on what you're good at. And that will bring life to you and your business. If you're doing something and you're enjoying it, that will bring life to your business. You will enjoy your business so much more if you are doing it that way. 25% of your time to areas that you're like, I'm not super great at. So like for me, doing in-home parties and doing makeovers. I'm like, I'm not very good at makeovers. And I don't really enjoy in-home parties because I'm super introverted. But that's where a lot of the money is, and that's where a lot of success comes from. And that's for at least the company I'm in. It's Wow Book Demo Direct. And so Demo is doing demos, in-person demos, parties, things like that. So it's like 25% of my time I should be watching makeup tutorials, practicing with my makeup, practicing with women, being like, hey, I'm kind of not amazing at makeup. I would love to do practice with you. Like I'm trying to build my portfolio. Is that okay? And building those things and working on the things that maybe I'm not super great at. And then 5% of my time, like say I'm absolutely horrible at like talking to people. I'm absolutely horrible at talking to strangers. If I was like super awkward, like just word vomit on everyone, which I kind of am really awkward. But like I should spend 5% of my time maybe going out and just at the grocery store. How are you doing? It's such a nice day. Like putting myself out there and practicing the things that I'm like, I hate this. Like I'm not good at this, and working through those things. And so the thing is that way when you're running your business, it's giving you life and you're not feeling like drained and you're not like, this sucks. And if you're practicing and learning the areas that you do well, you'll see your business grow and do better if you're working on the things and doing the things that you enjoy. If you're like, I'm dang good at live videos, and you perfect your live videos and you work really well and you get like, you learn how to do better live videos, you'll get more views, you'll get more interaction, your business will grow because of that. So it's really focusing on the things that you enjoy and setting realistic expectations. If you're like, well, I can't do a live video, even though I enjoy it, I can't do live videos every night. Like, that's just not with my schedule or my lifestyle or whatever. Set realistic expectations. Okay, I know I can do 2 live videos a week. So I'm going to do 2 live videos a week. And I know I have time on my lunch break where I just kind of sit around. So I'm going to listen to Audible on my lunch break and get better at doing these things. And I know like making sure that you're scheduling and time blocking things that are realistic for your lifestyle so that you're not like spread so thin or like maxed out where you're like, this is not fun. Like this is not enjoyable. And so also like setting realistic expectations as far as like how much you're going to sell and realistic goals on how much you're going to sell. Like, I don't care who you are, what business you're in, you could set the goal to be like, I'm going to sell $1,000 in profit this month, right? So like with Synergens, with the company I'm at, that'd be $1,000 in product, my cost, and $1,000 profit. So I'd walk away with $1,000, right? That's possible for anyone. All it requires is doing the work to get there and having realistic expectations of like, okay, can I do that? How am I going to do that? How do I expect to do that? Because if you don't have a game plan or a map to get to your end destination, you're not going to get there. You have to have a map in order to get where you want, especially with direct sales, because of the fact that it is so easy to just kind of like, well, I don't feel like working today. I'm going to watch Stranger Things, or This Is Us is on tonight, or The Bachelor, or like, I'm tired. Like those things, it's like, it's so important to make sure that you are like having your roadmap. So you're like, I would love to do this, but I'm going to have to just like record it and watch it later because my business, like, this is my roadmap and I'm going to stay on my roadmap because my why matters, because my goals matter, because I want to see those things come true. And so I just think that that's so important, you guys. And that's just something I wanted to share with you because I really don't want anyone to get into any direct sales business and have this like expectation of like, oh, I'm going to do this, this, and this, and then it not happen and be like, I'm done. Because direct sales, you guys, they work. Direct sales are amazing. They're absolutely amazing. The freedom that I've seen people, like people who want to have babies and can't, so they have to adopt, and direct sales is paying for that. People who, they have health issues and they can't work a real like 9-to-5 job, so they work a real direct sales business and they have freedom. For people like myself who just want my family to be together, like I don't want my husband to have to go and work a 9-to-5. Like I don't want that for him. Like it works, you guys. Again, if you're putting in the work and you're being coachable and you're doing the things, like it works. But it is, again, very important to have realistic expectations and goals that like God-sized dreams. Like, you don't believe in God? That's fine. Really big dreams. Really big dreams. Having really big dreams. But yeah, so all this to say, I hope that this helps you guys. I hope that this helps you to like set some awesome goals. If you guys want to watch more, feel free to hit subscribe and give me a thumbs up. And also, if you're watching this, drop your goals in the comments, you guys. I want to hear what your goals are. I want to hear the goals and the desires that you have for your heart and for your business. So I love you all. I hope you all have an amazing day. Thanks for watching.